TLC, you wanna creep and shit. Poured out my whole heart to a piece of shit. Man,
Solutionaries. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about this one. I'm somewhat in between, guys. I'm somewhat in between, guys. I don't know what's going on with this right here. Hold on one second, y'all. What's up, y'all? Solutionary. First week. We went through a whole week of solutionaries at 6 p.m. where we having conversations about. Hold on one second, guys. Save changes. Boom. See if that went right. Anyway, guys. First week through of solutionary. And this is a doozy to end the week on. Monday through Fridays, 6 p.m. Eastern. We're talking about politics. We're talking about hip hop. We're talking about culture. We're talking about civics. We're talking about health and fitness. We're talking about the overall solutionary lifestyle. What's up, Quentin Roy? Quentin Roy says he's checking in from St. Louis. Appreciate that, man. Hey, Quentin Roy, we got a class in St. Louis coming up here shortly. It's a free class. Go over to solutionaryuniversity.org. Sign up for the class. Free. Everybody gets in. It's just RSVP. Big Rob says 1 week down. Yep. Peace, bro. How are you? As you guys know, all of our work, Black Guns Matter, Solutionary Lifestyle, all of the classes are because of your voluntary donations. And tonight we're going to have this juicy discussion about this Cardi B shit, this Offset shit. It's just kind of wild at this point. And I'm partly in between two areas. I'm partly kind of like, this is a PR stunt, right? I'm low key there. I'm low key, this is a PR stunt. And I'm low key at, no, they got a toxic relationship that I'm invested in on a lower self tip because it's entertaining. But regardless of where we land after tonight, we're gonna make sure that we turn this into some sort of solutions. We can't talk about anything that's low vibration if we're not tying it back into a high vibration conversation. And that's what solutionary is about. Doesn't matter what the topic is, doesn't matter what the subject matter is. We're gonna make sure that we turn it into a solution that our people, meaning humans that are in alignment with trying to get better. That's our people. That's our squad. Anybody else, I don't really give a fuck about. But nonetheless, guys, we're going to turn it into something like that. So if you don't know, Cardi B and her now divorced husband been going back and forward wild on the internet. Mostly Cardi at this point. But before we start and go into that, guys, I want you all to hit the like button. If you're watching on X, repost it. It costs you nothing. Just just give us a quote post. Just a quote post. Quote, hey, y'all, tap in. This helps. Everybody do that. And if you are watching on YouTube, hit that like button. Regardless, hit the like button. Let's boost the algorithm. Let's get the likes up. Let's share the post. This is very important, not just because of the subject matter right here. And I think it'll be an entertaining conversation tonight, but also because we need to, I'll tell you what the solution is. We got to figure out ways to make relationships last. And we're going to go into those solutions tonight. Obviously, guys, you know what we do. Every day we try to get to $200 in super chats. Your donations and super chats help support the work. It does not make sense to have these conversations about pop culture if we're not presenting solutions, and we can't generate resources to put that back into the work. So you see that link under me, givesendgo.com/solutionaries, where you can support. But in the chat, if you're watching on YouTube, let's get 10 folks to match at the $20 level. It's $200. That's what we try to do. All right, so let's read this real quick, guys. I got some videos for y'all, and I got some stuff we need to read. Okay, let's check this out real quick. Cardi B and Offset get vocal about their relationship. Cardi B and Offset go back and forth on social media about their relationship. While preparing for Fashion Week, Cardi B took the Instagram Live last night. Sidebar, this was her first public appearance since she had their third child. Okay. To address her husband Offset, she kicked the verse about being cuffed up too long before telling her soon-to-be ex-husband to stop trying to threaten her with court and to move on. While this was happening live, Offset accused Cardi of cheating while pregnant. Now that's not the wild part. Cardi posted some other shit later on that really kind of made it really go left. And I think we'll get to that, but I think Offset kind of like quieted down and piped down a little bit after that. Cardi then took to X and responded by tweeting, "And did," meaning, yeah, I was cheating while I had our most recent child and our baby. They continued back and forth and now deleted IG comments. First, Offset said, quote, "Everybody can see I don't want you," which forced Cardi to leak text messages of Offset indeed wanting her. This was after she warned him that she would expose their text messages. Cardi B filed for divorce for a second time back in July, and she's also seeking primary custody of their children. All right, guys, here's the scary part about this. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this, because I don't want to in any way, shape, or form shortchange this. This is a wild ride. Now, if you don't know, and everybody's going to say this, every time that one of them or both of them has a project coming up, it's a fight. It's a fight. It's some cheating accusations. It's some divorce filings. It's some him making grand gestures on the stage, trying to come up to her and recapture, "I want my family back." All of that. That happens. That happens. And this is about the second or third time this has happened. So quite naturally, the people going to go, okay, this is a rollout. They got a project coming. It's a rollout. These people are about to have a conversation about this beef and all of that, because it can be very profitable. I remember somebody telling me years ago when I was making music, when you go into a relationship, when you're a public figure, an entertainer, the people care about you 3 times in your relationship. They care about you when you quietly sneaking around and dating. They care about you when it's confirmed that you're dating and you get married. And they care about you when you get a fucking divorce. And I'll be damned if that truth or that message has not held firm. It has. And so it seemed like they might have cracked the code, because she's selling a lot of records. They're getting a lot of stuff sold. Mind you, this is another conspiracy theory from Maj's perspective. Mind you, the #1 selling hip-hop artist, female hip-hop artist in the world is Nicki Minaj, who's on a world tour right now, killing it. So we know that the labels don't like 2 women at the top, and they pitted Cardi B against Nicki Minaj back in the day. This shit is all wrestling, and I want to be very clear. This is my initial thought. And the only reason why I talk to y'all about these pop culture issues in America is because you guys have talking points and different perspectives to think about, as well as I want to leave everybody with a solution. If this is real and we are entertained by it, we should take that entertainment and tie it into edutainment for our everyday life. We are looking at what potentially might be one of the most toxic and dysfunctional relationships in entertainment. However, this is par for the course for a lot of relationships. There's a lot of people that identify with this crazy back and forth. And I get it. I know from a perspective as a person that kind of likes the ratchets here and there, or used to like the ratchets, right? I understand the passion that can be associated with a toxic relationship. And most people trauma bond through these scenarios. And it's my humble opinion, that they're 100% trauma bonding through this situation. It's no doubt about it. And there's babies being brought into it. Again, they just had a 3rd child. She filed for divorce. I don't know if I'm pretty sure the divorce is not finalized just yet. But there is a segment of the population that 100% relates to this type of relationship. Big D Rob says the new Bobby and Whitney, just different issues that they're dealing with. 100%. 100%. To everybody jumping in the live, if you're watching this on X, make sure that you're reposting this, because we're going to talk about relationship stuff. We're going to end the war, talk about ending the war on masculinity. We're going to talk about ending the war on femininity. And I'm going to go into a few more videos, because Cardi ain't just stopped there with that one Billboard article I just read. Okay? We're going to play some videos. We're going to engage. If you got questions, if you want to promote your business or something like that, hit the super chat. We need 10 folks at the $20 level. That's what we try to get every Monday through Friday. So listen, guys, I want y'all to watch this next. This part was a little bit wild. Okay, let me see which one it is first. Yeah, let me play it.
Fine niggas. I've been cuffed up too long. Let me remember.
Now hold on one second, guys. Let me pause real quick. This is her. Now this is where the theory of like, oh, they must be doing a rollout, because she put some bars which are unheard bars from before this post, which means it sounds like this might be making it to your album. And if an album comes and if it's in alignment with another rollout, I don't know how many times they can play this play, but I'm talking about it because it's made it to pop culture. And the only reason why it's making it to pop culture is because people are interested and they're talking about it. And if they're talking about it, it has to go from talk to, again, solutionary. So this is what this was a few nights ago from Paris. Cardi giving a few bars and giving a perspective. She went a little bit on here and Offset jumped in the chat, made some comments, and it went a little crazy. Let's play it again.
My niggas. Yo, when I tell you narcissism is all time high. And you know what's so crazy? I really be feeling like when people be saying like narcissist, niggas is narcissists and everything, I be like, do y'all even know what that word mean? But now I really do see what's a fucking narcissist.
Now pause. Let me pause right there, y'all. I'm not a fan of the narcissism word for the same reasons that she said. I think a lot of people don't like accountability, or they themselves may actually be practicing narcissism. And when, in my experience, when I've called women on some of their issues, when I've been like, what are you doing? They go, oh, you're a narcissist because you're not listening to me. I'm not going to listen to your goofy shit. I'm not going to listen to you cry and whine and make excuses. And so when I don't want to entertain someone that I've dated in the past, when I don't want to entertain their goofy shit, then they say, oh, you a narcissist. You a narcissist. And I think people run to that term a little too readily. It's like running to the term, what's another one that the leftists use? They use like, oh, problematic. Oh, that's problematic. That's problematic. So I'm a little hesitant on that. But she says, hey, for the same reasons, I felt like, I didn't know what a narcissist was. And now she's saying, she's in essence calling her still husband a narcissist. Let's continue.
You know what's so crazy? I find this so crazy, right? You know what I find so crazy? That a nigga think that they could just buy a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I gotta stop her right there. Cardi, your entire catalog is about if he don't got money, then he can't be with you. But if he got some money, he could get you. I do what he want. He buy me Yves Saint Laurent. That's your hit song, Bodak Yellow. So my nanny used to say, you show meat, you get dogs, right? So if the ladies only show meat and get dog men, okay? And if the men only show resources and only get gold diggers, that's the law of attraction, baby. So she a little bit wrong right there. You can't buy somebody. Your whole catalog and your whole situation is about being bored.
Love me shit, but you can buy me no more, motherfucker. And it's so crazy that a nigga think that that's enough. It's not enough, honey. It's just not enough. And you know what's so funny too? I find it funny that niggas think that they could fuck on anything. But when I start talking to niggas, you want to threaten me with taking shit that I fucking work my ass off for. You want to play those games with me? We're going to play them games too. Since you want to fucking threaten me, talking about you want to take my shit.
Sidebar, guys. Anybody that plays with their hair this much is crazy. When they're talking, that's like a tick. That's like a tick. She's crazy. And I don't mean that in like a playful, fun way. I mean that like she has mental problems, in my opinion. I think a lot of people in the entertainment industry have mental problems. RM said that poor child, and the life he or she will be brought into, prayers for protection over the baby. I can see that, unless this is all cat, because it could be. But again, when somebody's playing with their hair that much, I'm concerned about that person. Let's play a little bit more.
You want to take my shit because I'm moving on? Move on. Move on. Why can't you move on? Why can't you move on?
Crazy.
It's no fun when mama got the gun, right? It's no fun when I'm slanging pussy, right?
It's no fun when mama got the gun. It's no fun when mama's slanging the pee. All right. Solutionaries. Listen, y'all. I'm laughing because I kind of believe it's PR work, right? I'm not laughing at the fact that this is, if it's real, if it's legit real, this is a problem that faces a lot of young people in our communities. Black, white, Spanish, Asian, doesn't matter. If it's real, this is not funny. If it's fake and PR, which I would rather it be, we have a problem. When you say, just move on, okay? You have had a relationship with this person, even if they've made mistakes. You're married. Look, Big D Rob says, maybe it's just me, but anyone who rearranges their face that much is crazy. F the hair. Listen, there's a bunch of things, micro expressions, body language. I pay attention to that. You know, in the self-defense world, we have to pay attention to that. Speaking of self-defense world, guys, you know, we got the tour coming up. We'll get right back to this, right? But it popped into my head. You guys know we have the tour all October. We got Phoenix, we got St. Louis, we got Chicago, we got Cleveland, we got Baton Rouge, we got New Jersey coming, probably Atlanta, probably Detroit. 3 more towns that we're trying to put on there. Everybody support the work. Let's hit the likes. Let's get the like buttons up. Make sure you go over to solutionaryuniversity.org and register for the class. If you know somebody in any of those cities that needs free firearms basics training, it's a free class in all of the cities that I named: Chicago, Cleveland, St. Louis, Baton Rouge, Phoenix. Okay? If it's any of those cities and you know somebody, solutionaryuniversity.org. All right? But back to the story. The crazy nature of this speaks to the mindset that a lot of our young people have, a lot of middle-aged, older people have. And this is a problem. I pray, meditate, whatever, that this is all PR work. I would prefer for this to all be PR work. And there's some evidence that indicates that it might be going in that direction of PR work. I would love for it to just be PR work. But if it's real, you're saying just move on to someone that you've been married to and you have 3 beautiful babies with. Just move on. That's not how that goes when you spend damn near a lifetime with someone. A decade. Okay? They didn't just get together 2 weeks ago. But to just move into this thought process that, oh, just move on. Just move on. And the fact that you're talking about you agreeing. Now, this is where it gets libelous. You're liable. If you filed for divorce and if you admit that you broke the vows, you're removing some money off the table for yourself, honey. If she's publicly saying, I did. Now, she did it in a slick way that's making me think that this may be real. Because even in her responses, she's not directly copping to anything. And the biggest thing that she's seemed to cop to, we're going to go over to later. But these are 2 people, young people that are multimillionaires that, regardless of if you like their music or not, they've generated resources, they've created jobs, it's employment happening, industry. They in McDonald's commercials together, right? It's a certain level of industry going on, okay? And this is a representation for what young people might be looking to say this is what a relationship is. You did it right. You're married and you have a family. Kudos to that. But just saying you should just move on, that's wild. That's wild. If y'all got some different perspective, add the perspective in the comment section below. Tell me what y'all think. Throw it in the chat. We're still pushing for, super chats and things like that. Everybody that's giving super chats, name a small business, your website, somebody that you know doing some work so they can get some love too. This is dangerous if real, because there are a lot of people that think that this is what a successful relationship is. Relationship goals and things of that nature. Okay? But Cardi wasn't done.
I just want to let motherfuckers.
Cardi wasn't done. Because as Offset was in that IG live, tapping, saying X, Y, and Z, she jumped back on the live and gave some more perspective. And here it is.
No, one good shit, right? I don't give a fuck if a nigga talking about, oh, I'm going to expose you, or I'm going to put them text messages that I saw through your phone. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I will expose my own tea. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. Do that. I don't care. You should be happy. You know what you should be? You know what you should be happy? You should be happy that I'm a real gangster ass bitch. At the end of the day, I'm a real gangster ass bitch, and I'm a solid bitch. So one thing I'm not going to do to you ever is entertaining them, your ops that be in my DMs trying to suck my pussy. I will never do that, because the op to you is a nigga that wants you dead. And I don't want you dead, because my kids love the fuck out of you. out of you. My kids love you down. So I will never do that. And I really follow gangster. I really follow street codes. I will never be a lame ass bitch that fuck with a nigga op just to get back. No, nigga, I don't have to do that shit.
Fair.
I just gotta fuck a nigga that's better than you.
Ooh.
However, I don't give a fuck.
Mm.
You can expose whatever the fuck you want to expose, nigga. I expose it myself. Fuck it out of here.
Guys, again, this is after Cardi jumps out, says when live, says give her new bars. Offset jump in. Oh, you slept with somebody you effed while you were pregnant, as we said in the Billboard article. For those of you just coming in, hit that like button, smash the like button, repost if you're watching on X. I don't know what's up with the Rumble stream. The Rumble stream ain't happening. I don't know what's going on. But if you're on X, repost it. Share it. If you're on YouTube, share it. Okay? So they going back and forth, and he jump in there, and she adds that to the equation. She adds that to the equation. And he talking about you slept with somebody while you was pregnant and all of these different things. This is chaotic. What do y'all think? I want to hear from y'all. Do y'all think that this is real? Or do you think this is the PR stunt? I want y'all to comment in the section if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on X, comment below. Do y'all think this is real? I'm going to engage with y'all on X while we do this, right? Do y'all think this is real? Do y'all think this is real? I want y'all to be straight up with me. Do y'all think this is real or do y'all think this is cat? I want to hear in the comment section. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. I am leaning that I want to believe that it's not real. I want to believe that it's a PR stunt. I really want to believe that. I want to believe that because the level of trauma associated with the three babies that they have, and their legacy and their marriage. I want to believe that they've huddled with their team and their family and have secured their children. Their youngest is the super baby, right? Like an infant. But I want to believe that culture, and I forget what the other child's name is, the middle child. I want to believe that they have a team around them to secure. Look, we're doing what we're going to do for the bag, right? Even though I don't agree with that concept. But I would prefer for their sake that it's just that. And this is my perspective. I don't know these people. I never met them. Not interested. Okay? Mike Trenton says, yes. Yes, what you mean, Mike? You think it's yes like it's real or it's fake? Realist123 says some reality TV shit to me. Mike, okay, Mike, it says real. Morality is in question. D-Rob says beyond toxic. This is the type of poison you drop a supervillain into. Wow. Terry Renee says, bottom line, it's messy as F. I don't know, y'all. I just want to believe that it's fake. If it's fake, I can receive it better. But if you're willing to trash, I got to believe they got a PR team or a publicist or something going like, hey, stop. Man, I can't even really fully accept that the moral conversation would be something that the PR folks would jump into because they've been successful by promoting toxicity. Oh, Mr. Kate, good point here. Good point here. It's a PR stunt. Did he get in too much media? Hey, here's the distraction that it's distracting us from. There's a bunch of people in Florida that need our help. There's a bunch of storms and hurricanes that have damaged Tennessee and Florida, which makes me have questions about the whole HARP thing. That's me. Gary Grimm says, do not emulate or promote stupid. 100%. I also think that it's keeping us away from BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and all of the other countries that are now being more and more part of BRICS, that the United States dollar is a further step away from being the world's reserve currency. This also is kind of getting us away from that whole Ukraine-Russia thing. A few days ago, Joe Biden just sent another $8 billion package with the B, over to Ukraine. And the only way that this makes sense for me to have this conversation with y'all and for it to put into the internet sphere is because I can tie this back into the solutions of what we need to be talking about and what it's keeping us from. And I want everybody to Google that. I want you to Google the BRICS situation. How many new countries just jumped into the BRICS? That dollar, that juggernaut. BRICS is the thing that Gaddafi was murdered for by Hillary Clinton. Gaddafi wanted to make sure that the African continent built and traded with African continent dollars and resources, which would have definitely made the American dollar a much weaker thing, as well as it would have put Africa on the global scale leadership-wise as far as trade and resources and all of that. And Gaddafi was murdered for that. Hillary Clinton actually got on television and laughed about it. These same people that say there's no place for violence in politics. Hillary Clinton literally got on national television and said, we came, we saw, he died, and laughed. But BRICS is that now because it's a collection of different countries. Okay, I'm gonna give you a shout out anyway, my brother. Mike Trenton with the shout out, $10. Appreciate you, brother. We need $190 more worth for that. So folks, help out. Okay. But this is the bigger conversation that this could be a distraction from. It's not enough to just say these pop culture moments are distractions. That's not enough. It's also our job to highlight what those distractions may be from, because the general public, we might not know. They're getting fed media propaganda. But it's not also just enough to even do that. We highlight that this might be a contradiction. We highlight contradiction from what? And then we turn the pop culture conversation into a solution. Into a solution. We are solutionaries. I am not going to allow our country, you guys, my country women and countrymen, I'm not going to not talk about a thing. And if I do decide to talk about it, we have to talk about a bigger package of it. Pause. Okay? We have to talk about solutions from it. Terry Renee just brought up something very, very important. Listen to this, guys. And this is true. Speaking of Diddy, have you heard anything about the political Black Party and Black agenda connection between Diddy and Adams? Yes. That's why he gave him the key to the city. Diddy was on an interview with Charlamagne the God not long ago, before all of this foolishness started. And he said, the Democrats and the Republicans have not been helping us. We have to have our own Black political party. This is what Diddy said. And I think that the cases against Diddy, I think it's bullshit. I think that they were adults, providing there was no children. But I think that subterfuge is, oh, he was a human trafficker. If I get on a plane with girls that are sex workers and go from Vegas to Phoenix, and I paid for the flights, the feds could say, oh, that's interstate human trafficking because you knew that they was going to go have sex and you paid for the flights. That's light sauce. That's light sauce. But I do know that there's a connection. And I'm not saying that Diddy's completely innocent or any of those things, but I'm saying when these things happen, you have to stop and go, let me step back and look at step back for the elephant and look at the panoramic situation. We have to utilize every single pop culture moment to tie it into a solution. What are they deflecting us from in media? And highlight that and then turn the pop culture thing into an actual solution. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. It's what it is. And if we're not going to do that, we shouldn't just talk about entertainment. We shouldn't. Bread and circuses. But if you give me a solutionary, if you give you a solutionary, bread, we eat with that. We feed the people with that. And if you give me a circus, I'm going to figure out how to keep people's spirits up while they fight in the circus, while they fight towards freedom and for liberty in that circus. That's what solutionary is about. That's why we have these conversations with you all every Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. I'm not shunning people that play around with entertainment. No, I understand where they are, but I continue to build that bridge. I'm not going to allow the dominant media outlets to have conversations only about foolishness. I'm going to turn that foolishness into some fruit for our communities every single day. Every single day. Very important. Very important, guys. For those of you that's tapping in, hit the like button. I don't think we're going to get the remaining $190. Shouts to Mike for the $10 super chat. We've yet, this whole week, this is our first week in doing this, we've yet to hit the $200 mark for the thing. So whatever, guys, but we could try to make it happen. Before we move on, I want to talk real briefly about the upcoming tour. I want to talk about Phoenix. I want to talk about Baton Rouge. I want to talk about Cleveland, Chicago, St. Louis, Jersey coming up here shortly, possibly Detroit. Okay? I want to talk about that because that is the entry point. If you know someone in those places, in those cities, solutionaryuniversity.org is where you go support that and register people. Okay? Register for these classes. If you know somebody in the cities that I just named, Go over to solutionaryuniversity.org. I'm going to switch this right here so you guys can see it. Go over to solutionary.org, okay? University. All right? Right below me. That's where you go to sign up. And not only sign up, I want you guys to take a link, a city that you're close to, the Phoenix class, the Baton Rouge class, whatever class, right? Hit the link, post it to your social media. Let folks know, man, we got to be force multipliers. This is what the real work is about, and that's the entry point. Yes, Gary, I will be in Phoenix in person. I'm teaching these classes. That is the entry point, getting people the understanding of their right to defend their life, their liberty, their property, and happiness. That's what the Second Amendment is all about. That's what basic firearms training is about. And you put a person on a path where they start to look at everything differently. Now they're involved in civics. Now they're dealing in politics. Now they're looking at the media spin on politics. Then after that, they're going, what's distracting me when we're talking about this situation right here? This is the entry point. The firearms basic classes that I want you all to promote. Go over to solutionaryuniversity.org. Promote these classes. They are free. They are free based on your voluntary donations and involvement. We can't just talk about, oh, they distracted us and not be on code and on point. And this happens because of you. We are force multipliers. Everybody in here is a solutionary. If you tapped in twice this week, out of the 5 times that we do this in a week, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern, if you tapped in, then you are a solutionary and you know it. You see what's wrong out here. You see the cap. You see how they try to marginalize somebody that can articulate. I think Diddy did things that adults did and wanted to do. His sexual desires and proclivities are not illegal. The unlawful things that he may have done, those people that were impacted should bring charges. Okay? We're not going to be distracted by that, especially when he's talking about an all-black political party. And this is not saying this like we're trying to be like hate whitey. Because I'm far too intelligent for that lowbrow troglodyte thought process. But we can all, even white folks, Asians, can identify that black people have been at the center of the scope, pun intended, for some time politically in America. That's not racist or anything to say. So when someone says with high levels of influence says, hey, I want to think about something like this. We started with Vote or Die back in the day. Sidebar, did y'all know that I performed at the Vote or Die thing on stage at Temple University in Philadelphia years ago? I did, okay? And then he says, I started with Vote or Die, but I tried to work with the Democrats, tried to work with the Republicans. We need our own thing, okay? And then damn near a week later, here come this wild shit. Then, not long after that, here's Eric Adams getting it fucking indicted by the same feds. Come on, guys. Let's cross them T's and dot them I's. This does not mean that these men are perfect. This means the federal government ain't perfect either. And we have to utilize these pop culture moments to have conversations about real issues. Who's this? Gary again says, can I bring guns? Yes, it's at a gun range. It's at a gun range. Yes, show up. Solutionaryuniversity.org. You guys go to solutionaryuniversity.org. You'll see the link that says events and you'll see all of the upcoming cities. Brother Osi says, I'm in St. Louis. Maj, looking forward to the classes. Peace. I thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Appreciate that for sure. Guys, this is an attack on marriage. Whether Cardi B and Offset are serious. Oh, wait. Before I even get to that, I forgot to hit y'all with the bombshell that Cardi dropped on everybody after all of this back and forth. I got to bring this up, guys. I have to bring this up. So we saw let me pull it up. We saw what she said. We saw the back and forth, right? And then the process, I can't find this joint. Let me pull it up a little quick. Let me try to pull it up on my phone. We saw the process of them going back and forth. We saw the argument. We saw what Offset said. I'm trying to find it, y'all. I'm going to find it for y'all. We saw what Offset said. We saw all of that. And then Cardi dropped a megaton bomb. Let me show y'all. I got to find this, man. It was like, wow. Damn. I'll just say it. Terry Renee with the $10 super chat. Appreciate you, Terry. Cardi got to, no, I got to read this. I got to read this like in what she actually said, guys. I'm sorry. I got to, let me see if it's here still. I got to find this, y'all. I got to find this. This is the part that really made me go like, holy crap. Holy crap. Where the hell is the... All right, I can't find it, guys. It was on Angela Stanton King's page. I'm trying to find it. But I don't see it, and I don't want to take up too much of your time. I don't see it. But basically what Cardi said was, just because I am doing my thing and I started talking to people, you would really be butthurt. She's saying this to her husband, Offset. You would really be butthurt if you knew the type of relationship that me and Takeoff had before he died. If you don't know who Takeoff was, a member of the group, it is Offset's cousin. And she is insinuating that she had a special relationship with Offset, with Takeoff, before he died. Then she said he was the only real N-word out the group. And, quote, I miss those nights. Megaton bomb dropped on him. He was the only real one? Oh, that was a fake tweet? No way, that was fake? Oh, Bookworm said it's a fake tweet. I'm so happy that it's a fake tweet. Because that one was the one that I was like, ouch. Ouch. Bookworm said, Cardi said she bad, but not that bad. Now, look, let me tell you why I thought it might have just been a jab. Because she didn't say she slept with Takeoff. She didn't say she slept with Takeoff. She said the type of relationship that me and Takeoff had. And I missed those nights. It's insinuating something, but it isn't saying outright, I slept with your cousin. Mike Trenton says, nah, I believe it's real. Listen, it was cool. Mike Trenton says, nah, I believe it was real. I thought it was real. Because it's the bomb to drop. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. And it's perfect because it still leaves a little bit of room for vagueness. Anticipation of death sometimes is worse than death itself. Iron Will says, good, because that's cruel as AF. I don't know, man. Is it cruel if you had a wife and the rumors and you were consistent? And we only know the rumors. We don't know what happened in their real relationship. Is it cruel when you keep cheating on your wife? Is it cruel when you're not being a solid representation of what a father? Our fathers are models for God. Our fathers are our models for what God is supposed to be. You're supposed to be on point. Yeah, I mean, I was trying to get the Takeoff comment. You're supposed to be on point. You're supposed to be in shape. You're supposed to be a statesman or a stateswoman, but more specifically talking about the fathers, right? This is what we're supposed to be. So if you weren't being that, and you keep taking a good woman that, to be honest, Cardi got a lot of options out here, okay? Her personality is bright. She's honest about who she is, right? She seems like a cool chick. You marry this woman, you do it the right way. You give her 3 babies, but you keep violating as opposed to being honest about what's going on. Which leads us to the solution, ladies and gentlemen. Whether this is real or not, whether this is a PR stunt or them exhibiting their toxic behaviors for the world to see, which is wild. And I understand they've made success because she was on Love and Hip Hop. Toxicity is a lot of energy. Bookworm says album dropping. Whichever way it is, if it's the album drop, if it's the PR for the album drop, if it's to get some buzz back because Nicki was killing it and was talking about Tidal being sold and Jay-Z and all of that, and maybe this is the new, we got to talk about something else. PR firms are a real thing. That Olivia Pope shit is real. or if it's genuinely real, regardless of what this is, the representation and what it potentially looks like for people that don't understand how PR firms work, that don't understand album drops and rollouts. Those young people, more specifically, we have to make sure that we are communicating with them and saying, this could be PR. We have to make sure that we go, this isn't a good representation. Even if this is real, this isn't a good representation of how you're supposed to represent, even if y'all get divorced, the mother or father of your child. And again, in the video that I played earlier, Cardi did say, I wouldn't take down one of your ops because, you know, they want you to, your ops want to kill you and really hurt you. So even if she is holding it down a little bit, they're still putting something out there that's, as Terry Renee says, very, very messy. Very messy. And that is not a solid representation of what young people should be looking at, nor is it actually a solid representation of most young people's marriages. The individual that chooses to play this PR game for toxicity, sales, and all of that, they may not be thinking about or don't care about the amount of people that are watching them that are going to be impacted, that they are influencing because I got mine. I got the bag. It's our PR rollout. Not thinking about how this could represent young married couples in moving forward. Bookworm says she got that get back. She might even be lying just to hurt him. Maybe. But Offset said, you did it when we was pregnant. Which is, again, I'm more of the belief and would prefer it as PR. Still bad, but not as bad as genuine hurt being displayed for the entire internet to see. Hurt people hurt people. And because people are not doing the things of self-improvement and evolving in their individual and collective lives, this is what happens, especially when you put a lot of resources behind it and cameras and attention. These are more powerful drugs than heroin. This is why we created the Solutionary 9 Telegram group. This is why. This is why. We have to make sure that we're actively doing things every single day to strengthen ourselves individually and our collectives, our family, working out, reading, spending time with family, communicating, listening, hearing, eating right, water, drinking water, communing with people that are a part of a community that want evolution. I want everybody to go over and join our Telegram group. Join our Telegram group. We go over these things to continue to improve. We got people in the group that have stopped smoking. We got people in the group that are down 60 pounds since they started. We got people in the group, somebody today, they're down in Florida, or I think they're in Florida, bearded Cyclops, and was like, I'm dealing with hurricane winds, but I'm going to the gym this morning, and got it in. Got it in. This is what our communities need. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just a high school dropout that is a romantic. Iron Will says, what's the Telegram? Here's how you guys can get the Telegram group. Wherever you're seeing this, whatever platform, hit the likes, guys. Let's end out with a whole bunch of likes. If you're watching this on X, smash the like button. Smash the like button. Repost it, repost it, repost it. If you're watching on X, at Maj2Ray999 on X. If you're watching this on YouTube, smash the like button, smash the like button, smash the like button. Whatever platform you're watching this on. When this is done, when it's done, I want you to comment or in my DMs or on any post on my Instagram page. Instagram is Big Daddy 2Ray, at BIGDADDYTOURE. Follow me there. Follow me on all of these platforms. We need to be everywhere, guys. Comment the word Telegram, and the link to our Solutionary 9 Telegram group will come right to you. The Solutionary 9 is 9 daily activities that we do to improve ourselves, and we hold each other and put accountable and push each other in our free group. The group will not be free October the 1st. It will not be free. That's the link right there, guys. That's the link in the chat. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you can hit a hyperlink, but if you can hit a hyperlink, that's the chat to the Solutionary 9 Telegram group. It's free. It will not be free. It will not be free October the 1st. There will be I'm going to tell y'all right now what the entry fee to get into the Solutionary 9 Telegram group is. It will be $99. You're going to get access to all of the stuff. the Solutionary non-Telegram group, all 3 of the online classes, civics, Understanding Imminent Threat, firearms basics, free t-shirt, all of the stuff that we do for donors at the $99 level. That's what you'll be able to get, but you can only get in the Solutionary non-Telegram group after you make that $99 purchase. It's the only way to get in. It's the only way. Or it'll be $9 per month. One or the other. It's the only way to get in. Get in now while it's free. Duh. Okay? But guys, we have to make sure that we're improving ourselves and making sure that we're communicating effectively with young people about these pop culture issues to make sure that they understand the difference that this might be PR. And if it's not PR, if it's real, those are hurt people. And I got to make sure that I'm not hurt that much. And I'm utilizing all of the resources around to get out of whatever trauma I'm in, so I'm not trauma bonding with my partner, even if it's public or not. That's what these groups are about. And if we just ignore all entertainment and don't talk about it and don't tie it into a solution, we leave our young people, more specifically, we leave our young people just out there at the whims of these narratives, and that does not benefit our communities at all. Solutionaryuniversity.org, guys. Sign up for some of the classes and events. Events coming up in October are free. Phoenix, can't wait to holler at you. Cleveland, Chicago, St. Louis, Baton Rouge, potentially Jersey and Detroit next. GiveSingo.com/solutionaries. If you got some value from tonight's class, shoot over there and just give a donation, guys. We didn't get $200 in the super chats, but for everybody that gave a super chat, thank you tremendously. But those classes that I just named in all of those cities, all of our in-person classes are free to all because of your voluntary donations. And the place to do that is GiveSingo.com/solutionary. And lastly, guys, we got a sale this weekend. It's a bunch of shit on sale over at blackgunsmatter.shop. So you can donate by donating, taking a class, or purchasing some merch. The online classes are $20. That price will be going up to $50. Get in now at $20. Even if you schedule it till later, get the class and schedule it now. It will be going up to $50 October the 1st. But either way, all of those resources, including your super chats and shares and likes and reposts and all that other stuff, supports our overall mission at Black Guns Matter and the Solutionary Lifestyle. My name is Maj Toure. I thank you all for tapping in. I will see you all Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I don't know what we're going to talk about. Well, we're going to talk about something, and whatever it is, we're going to tie it into solutions. Look what Terry said. Solution 9 is amazing. Even though I don't post personally, I like the encouragement, 100%. See you guys Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern, youtube.com/Maj Toure, rumble.com/Maj Toure, X @Maj Toure 999, Instagram, Big Daddy Toure. I will see you all on Monday. Be safe, be solutionary.